everyone, and welcome back to the CFC Blues podcast. I am your host, George Allen.
And I'm your host, Yusuf Batouche, and today we were talking about Chelsea vs Luton in the FA Cup. That's coming tomorrow.
That's right, FA Cup fourth round against Luton Town. And we're just going to be doing some predictions. We'll do score prediction, first team prediction, and we'll also talk about some other stuff as well, goal scorers and other stuff. But thank you for all the support on the first episode. A lot of good feedback, so thank you all for that. And we also got a fair like rating on that one, which I noticed. We didn't get we didn't do very well in the views department. Obviously, for a first episode, between 20 and 30 is pretty good. But the views to like ratio was very, very good. We actually only got, I think it was 25 views and 12 likes, which is actually pretty decent. So, Yusuf, I'm going to ask you before we start, we did something quite recently. Actually, we did it about half an hour ago. And we're preparing to do not just podcast videos, but also some other content, as we stated in the last episode. So, Yusuf, take it away. What have we done?
Alright, so me and George have created a pro clubs team, which is obviously me and him. I'm going to be doing some episodes every week in the league. Also, obviously now we're in Div 10 because we just created the club. But yeah, hopefully we can climb up the leagues and hopefully we can reach Div 10. Not Div 10, Div 1.
We start in Div 10, obviously. For those of you that are familiar with it, you'll understand what we're talking about. But for those of you that aren't quite familiar with it, pro clubs is where you get to create your own club, your own players. And this year, what they've added is custom tactics, and you can also edit the bot players that you have on your team. So obviously we're going to want you guys to choose whether we create just a meme team of like AFTV, Mark Goldbridge, like different politicians and other memes like that, or if we actually do it with the actual Chelsea players, if we create the Chelsea players, which might take a bit of time to do, since we'll probably want to get them to look exactly like the Chelsea players. But it's up to you guys, so leave a comment down below, and we'll also put a poll on both Instagram and Twitter, which reminds me, if you haven't already, make sure you are following both of those right here, right now. We're not continuing until you do it. You've done it? Okay, perfect. So, let's get into the preview. Obviously, we've got Luton tomorrow, as we said before. If we look at both teams' league standings, Chelsea or us, we sit in 8th in the Premier League, which we spoke about in the last episode, so check that out if you haven't already. And Luton sit 13th in the Championship. They're actually doing very, very well, considering where they finished last season. I think they only managed to get out of the relegation by a few points. So it is a good season for them so far. What do you think about Luton as a team? Obviously, you probably haven't seen much of them, but I would like to know.
I haven't watched them that much, but what I've seen of them so far in the league is that they're doing alright, doing decent. I think last season, where did they finish again?
They finished like 18th, but I think they only survived by a few points.
Okay, so yeah, I think this season they'll want to finish a bit in a high position, but yeah, we'll see tomorrow if they're a good team or not. But
they're going to be up for it for sure. They're 100% going to be up for it. Obviously, we saw Morecambe were up for it. First half an hour, they were playing really well against us. But I do feel like Luton, they're a better team than Morecambe, as we know, and they have got a bit to prove. They have nothing to lose, so they're just going to go out there and do what they can. So I am expecting them to give us a good game. I'm definitely expecting that. Next up, we're going to go team predictions. So, Yusuf, I'll let you go first.
Alright, for the team predictions, I don't think we should like go very strong because for the Morecambe game, I was actually surprised how strong we were because we started Havertz and we started Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi and I think striker was Vernon, yeah, and I think tomorrow we should start a less. I mean, we should probably be a bit stronger since it's Luton, so it's higher league than League Two. So
Yeah.
So for the goal, yeah. So obviously, for the goalie, I'll probably start Kepa since it's a FA Cup game. Left back and right back, I would have Emerson and Dave, which is Luca. Centre backs, I would have Zuma because Zuma hasn't played for 2 games, I think.
Yeah.
And then another centre back, I have either Christensen if he's fit or Tomorrow's gone. Yeah, Tomorrow's gone. So
yeah, Tomorrow's going very very soon, so he can't play.
Yeah, so I guess I think Christensen will have to go in.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. In the midfield, actually, for the formation, I would probably go with 4-3-3.
Yeah, just keep it box standard, I guess.
Yeah. Midfield, I would probably start with Gilmore in the middle, and left centre mid, probably have Kovacic, and then right centre mid probably Havertz, because I think Havertz needs to get a bit of confidence in him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Front three, right wing, I would probably go with Hudson-Odoi, right wing, because I think he deserves a start in my opinion for every game. He's playing well.
He's been one of our better players this season, that's for sure.
Maybe not Leicester, because Leicester everyone's poor Leicester. So yeah. Right, striker, I'll probably play Giroud if he's fit, and then probably Werner will go to the sub later on in the game. And left wing, I would have Pulisic left wing. Yeah,
Pulisic has looked like he's been lacking a lot of confidence in the last few games, so I'm going to agree with you there.
Yeah, I'll start,
For me, I agree with Kepa, as it's a cup game, and obviously since he's made loads of mistakes in the games at the start of the season and back end of last season, it's a chance for him to prove himself like it was in the Morecambe game. He actually made a very good save in that Morecambe game, which would have sent us 1-0 down if he didn't make it. So, it's a chance for him to prove himself again. So give him a chance. Why not give him the chance? Who else? So left back. Is Alonso still a Chelsea player?
Yeah, but I don't think he's playing anymore because I think he's going in the summer anyway.
Oh, okay. I would say play Alonso, but if that's the case, then I'll agree with your back four. He that would have probably been the one position I changed. So yeah, Emerson, Zuma, Christensen. Our mate, by the way, we told you about that last time, and who was right back? Azpilicueta, sorry.
Let's look at
midfield. I am going to say to play Havertz, Gilmore, and Jorginho. I don't think Jorginho is getting the games that he probably deserves. And I think Kovacic was our best player in the old Leicester game, so that's why I'm going to go Jorginho. Rest Kovacic because he is getting better. He's still 24, 25. He's still got a bit to prove. And then up front, I'm thinking of a Hudson-Odoi. We're gonna go with Christian Pulisic on the left, and striker's a tough one. I would probably say Timo Werner, if I'm honest, because Giroud's obviously our best striker. He hasn't played recently as much as maybe he should be playing. Tammy got the nod against Leicester. He was terrible, so I don't want to play Tammy. I want to give Werner the confidence if he gets a goal or two. And I'm hoping that offside goal he scored against Leicester is going to give him some confidence too. So that would be a huge bonus. So yeah, those are the team predictions.
Yep.
Now it's time for the score predictions and the goal scorer. So we'll break it down into the full 90 minutes. What is your score prediction, Yusuf?
Score prediction. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Luton might get a goal. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're gonna win it. I think I'm gonna guess a 3-1.
3-1? That's a fair prediction. Notice how I said fair a lot there. What are your goal scorers? Who's going to score first? What minute? Obviously, you don't have to say who's going to score for Luton because you probably don't know any players for Luton. Because I don't. I know I definitely don't.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Giroud might get a goal. He might get a goal or two. For the third goal, hopefully Havertz will get a goal with Werner because they need some confidence in them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
So are those your 3 goal scorers?
Yeah, Giroud, Werner, or Havertz.
Who's going to score first?
Oh, first.
Who's going to score first? Who's going to score second? And who's going to score third? We're going to go into detail so we can review it on Monday.
I think first Giroud. I think because we're going to cross it in the box. It's obvious. So I think Giroud's going to score first. Second goal, hopefully Havertz will score second. Third goal, if Werner comes off the bench, then hopefully Werner will score.
Okay, yeah. That's again a fair prediction, I have to say. However, for myself, I'm gonna go one better than you. I'm gonna say a 4-1 win. I think Luton will score. From previous cup experiences, going to games when we played in the cup, we always concede. We've conceded against Forest recently, Grimsby recently, a few other teams as well. So that's why I'm going to say 4-1. I think Hudson-Odoi is going to score. He always scores in the cup. Always scores in the cup. I'm going to say Pulisic will get a goal. I'm going to say we're going to get a penalty. And Jorginho's not going to take it. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Because
not anymore.
Actually, that's a point. We didn't mention in the last episode. Werner nor Jorginho are on the pitch, and those are our 2 lead penalty takers. And the commentators came out and said that Tammy Abraham, if we were to have gotten, or we were to have got a penalty, Tammy Abraham would have been the one to step up because apparently he is a penalty specialist. When he was at Aston Villa, he didn't miss a penalty, but obviously in the Super Cup final last season,
I saw that. I was gonna say that as well.
The one penalty he misses out of 20 happens to be that one. So what was I talking about there? We're gonna get a penalty, and I think by this point, actually no, Werner's already starting for me. So Werner's gonna take it. Werner's gonna score that. And I need one more goal scorer. We will go with... Who are we going to go with? Dave's going to get a goal. He hasn't got a goal in a while. Dave's going to get a goal. Gotta love a bit of Dave. So those are the predictions, the goal scorers. What else is there? That's pretty much it, isn't it? Obviously, it has been a much shorter episode, as it is only a Luton preview. If it was like a Man United, a Spurs, an Arsenal, or a Liverpool preview, it would probably be a bit longer. However, since it is only Luton, we're just going to keep it short. We're going to keep it simple for now. Obviously, like we said earlier, do expect a Pro Clubs video very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean very, very soon. I'm going to try and... we're going to record it. I'm going to try and get it edited and all of that. Yusuf, I'm not sure if you want to record your screen or not, but we'll decide that a little bit later. So, also, like we said earlier, please let us know in the comments on the polls on Instagram and Twitter whether you who you want us to use as our AI players. That would be very helpful. So that would be perfect. Whether you want memes, I think you guys are going to go for memes, or we go for proper Chelsea players. So let us know down there. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure you watch or you listen through the whole podcast. If you haven't made it this far, then oh well, you're not listening to this. But if you have, thank you for listening throughout the whole thing. That's been all for today, and that's been me, been Yusuf, and we'll see you later.